was visiting with my daughter the other day, and she has a son, which would make that my grandson, and I saw something interesting. You know, I have a habit, I've done it most of my life because of being a drummer. You know, I tap on my chest just when I hear music and things like that, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. Well, I noticed while I'm spending time with my daughter and my grandson, all of a sudden I see him doing this. He's tapping on his chest, you know, and I realized, man, you know, the things that when they're little children, and he's just 2.5 years old, that they imitate what they see. Have you ever thought about that? What are you doing in your life that others may be looking at, that they're watching to see what you do? And then it causes them to imitate your pattern of behavior, whether good or bad. You know, I found that that's how a lot of people learn certain patterns of behaviors. They imitate, they watch, whether it's parents, people they look up to, people they idol, and they try to become like them. And my grandson, he doesn't know, he was looking up to me and he's watching me do it, and I didn't even realize that he was observing that, nor did I ever think about when I'm hearing the music. It just kind of, you know, you just do it, at least for me. You know, you're tapping, and I saw him do it. Well, you know, the Bible tells us in Ephesians chapter 5 that we are to be imitators of God as dear children of His. And we're to walk in love just as Christ gave His life for us and showed the love that He has for us. Well, my question to you today is, who are you watching? Because I bet there's probably patterns of behavior that are in your life that you got by imitating people, watching them, and you may not even realize it. They may not even realize it. It's people that you're around. I think, again, my grandson, just being around him and spending time with him and not realizing that he had been watching me closely when I was tapping on my chest or stomach. And then one day while I'm over, he's doing that, and my daughter says, "Oh yeah, Dad, he got that from you. He watched you." Well, you're watching somebody, and you've probably picked up some patterns of behaviors, good or bad. And then the other side of that is there's people watching you, and they're probably learning certain patterns of behavior. Kind of brings us to a sobering thought, doesn't it? The encouraging news, though, is as we look to Jesus Christ in His Word, as we see how He handled people, how He dealt with temptation, how He overcame certain difficult seasons, how He even suffered because of His love for us. If we'll look closely and pattern ourselves after Him, we'll become imitators of Christ, just as the Word of the Lord tells us to. Be imitators of Christ. Reach to Him today. Reach to His Word today and ask God to show you how you can become more like Jesus, and then imitate Him.